Hi everyone. Most of the tech enthusiasts like me would have had this question when choosing a monitor. Should I go for an ultrawide? I say this particularly for enthusiasts as the general audience or public that I have interacted with did not even know the existence of a 21:9 aspect ratio in the first place. Few others even asked, why do you need a monitor when your laptop comes with a screen attached? Isn't that overkill? So for the next few minutes, I'm going to take you through my thought process and my points that I considered before choosing an ultrawide. So cue in the intro and let's get into the video. I'm an avid photographer and the laptop I use for my photo editing and media consumption was the Lenovo IdeaPad Y510P way back from 2013. It was a true multimedia and gaming workhorse, and still is. Although slow compared to today's standards, I'm happy that it is still running strong. This laptop came with a 15.6-inch display, which was more than enough for my light photo editing needs. Be it Photoshop or Lightroom or even handling documents in MS Office, it was a breeze. It was also sufficient as my primary gaming and media consumption device then. Yes, I was just single, so nothing to complain. Now that I have grown both in my career and personal life, my workflow has started to change. Slowly the 15.6-inch display started to shrink every day, and finally I realized it was time to buy a monitor. Before you start your search, be very clear on what is your primary need. List the top 5 apps in order you will spend most time on. In my case, it was this. Once you make this list, move on to the next question. Does my requirements benefit from having a wider real estate, i.e. an ultrawide? I went through my list and assessed each use case against this. The primary app that I spend most of my time on is the MS Excel. This is related to my work. None of the Office apps will benefit more with a wider aspect ratio than the Excel. So score 1 for the ultrawide. Next on the list is watching movies, YouTube videos, or any content from other streaming services like Netflix or Prime. So this is a tricky one. All feature films are shot and telecast at 21:9 aspect ratio. This means that the movies you stream will fill the ultrawide monitor and help you enjoy the movie without black bars at the top and bottom. But on the flip side, all the series in Netflix, Prime, or even most of the YouTube videos use 16:9 aspect ratio, which will create black bars on the side of your videos. Hence I leave it a drop, as this is something you need to decide. There is no best of both worlds use case here. Although there is some browser extensions that will solve this by zooming in or stretching the 16:9 format, they are nowhere near perfect, and in my opinion, they are not a viable solution. The third app that I spend most of my time is Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, this is a definite yes. Even if you have just started to learn and use Premiere Pro, you will quickly realize the need for a wider display. Honestly, super wide monitors like the 32:9 behemoth from Samsung is also not a bad idea in this case. So score 2 for the ultrawide. Moving on to photo editing apps like the Lightroom and Photoshop. You will have a lot of tools to fiddle with, and having a bigger image to preview while working will be a boon. But saying that, when working on portraits it makes no difference, so it's a tie here. Moreover, for photo editing, having a wider color gamut is better than having a wider real estate of screen. And coming to the final app on my list, Audacity, the audio editor. This has been my go-to app for editing any audio file. In my opinion, it's simple and the best. That may be because I haven't tried anything else. Editing audio tracks will be a breeze over an ultrawide. So score 3 for the ultrawide. Note, I am a casual gamer, but I am a gamer from the 80s. So I don't see any difference between 30 frames per second or 720p resolution while playing games, and so I have not included gaming on this list. Now finally, the score is 3 for 5 for the ultrawide. A word of caution. For this to work, you need to make the list of requirements and then move on to assessing the need for ultrawide. Don't be inclined towards ultrawide and then make this list of requirements. Trust me, it will backfire. Because as the name goes, the monitor is just wider, so the screen sizes will be misleading. For example, the 29-inch ultrawide monitor that I am about to show looks smaller, or rather shorter, than the regular sized 16:9 monitor. So proceed with caution. Also ensure that you have the desk real estate to handle the monitor. I suggest you to use an app like the TV screen size calculator app in Android to get a perspective of the true size of the monitor you wish to buy. Alright, we are through with the long process of decision making. Now it's time to start looking for an ultrawide that will fit your needs and pocket, of course. That should be fairly easy, as you will find very less options with mainstream manufacturers to choose from. The monitor I picked is the 29-inch 1080p ultrawide from LG. I bought this from Amazon. This monitor is categorized as a gaming monitor, and it also comes with a lot of gaming oriented features like 75Hz screen refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, and even AMD FreeSync. But those features did not concern me. The features that I liked were an IPS display with support up to 99% Adobe sRGB color gamut. The input port selections were also great. It had USB-C, DisplayPort, and even HDMI. But to be fair, USB-C only works for Mac. It also has a 10-watt inbuilt speaker, which was sufficient enough for my needs. It also had a 3.5mm audio out if I need. So let me quickly unwrap this and show my desk setup. And the references put forward in this video in the description section. If you found this helpful, hit the like button once. If you did not, hit the dislike button twice. Please share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below, and I will try to answer them for you. Subscribe to my channel IJO for more videos on tech, travel and vlogs. See you next week in another video. Stay safe and be swifty.